All right, it's that time of the night. We're going off the planet.
Yep, NASA is experimenting with planetary defense. They're trying to shove an asteroid away.
Yeah, like a little love bump. That's right. So NASA will launch an unprecedented mission to knock an asteroid just slightly off course. And here to explain the DART mission to us is Chief Astronomer at Franklin Institute, our good friend here on Weather Wild, Derek Pitts. Thanks for being with us tonight.
I just want to let you know I don't make dolphin noises or dog noises or spacecraft noises either.
All right, fair enough. We were going to ask you, but since you put out that disclaimer here at the top of the interview, we won't anymore. What we will ask you, though, is what the heck are we doing? We're pushing an asteroid? Are we going to blow it up or just like love tap this thing?
You know, NASA is thinking far into the future with this one because at some point in the history of this planet, another asteroid is going to head toward us and they want to be ready for it. So this is a mission, the Double Asteroid Redirect Test, in which they're going to hit a little tiny asteroid. Actually, it's a moonlet of an asteroid head on, and they're going to hope to slow it down by crashing into it with a 1,200-pound object at 14,000 miles an hour. Now, if they can slow that asteroid down a little bit, they'll be able to prove the concept that they could redirect an asteroid if it were headed toward Earth.
So then that would be why this is being done, is the concern that we have an asteroid potentially coming towards Earth in the relatively near future?
Yeah, good question, Derek.
Well, you know, we know that there are plenty of asteroids out there. The really big ones, the planet killers. We don't see any planet killers anywhere near Earth or coming to Earth in the next 100 years or so. But some of the smaller ones, we have to do a better job of tracking. And just in case we can identify one, we need some kind of redirect plan or escape plan or send Bruce Willis out with a team to blow it up or something. So this is the way in which they think they might be able to do it, is to hit it with a spacecraft so that they might be able to redirect it off course from coming to Earth. Now, in this case, this asteroid is not coming to Earth. There's no danger. We're not worried about that right now. None of that concern. But we're looking forward into the future to create a planetary protection system that would allow us to dodge such a bullet if one were on the way.
Okay, Derek, I hear you. It sounds like a great plan. I love it. But wouldn't it be cooler to blow it into a million pieces?
Oh, that would certainly look spectacular. But the real problem is if we do that, then we just create a field, essentially what are asteroid bullets heading toward us. So then we'd have a lot more to worry about than just one. We'd have a whole field of these things headed towards us. So the better thing to do is to try to push it off course. Either land a rocket on and do a rocket burn to push it, hit it to slow it down and redirect it, spread dark material on one side of the asteroid or light material on one side of the asteroid to obtain differential heating to make it slowly drift off course. But you know, the most important thing we need to be able to do, no matter what the choice is we need to be able to detect it early enough so that we have time to actually do something about it.